Good morning. I'll call the board meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Again, good morning. Considerations of agenda items. Any additions or corrections to the agenda?
No changes, Mr. Chair.
Move agenda, Mr. Chairman. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Schmall, second by Commissioner Wright. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consent agenda.
No changes, Mr. Chair.
I'll move on consent.
Motion by Commissioner Kruger. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Wright. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Our first item of business after that is the Glencoe Silver Lake FFA presentation, and the only rule you have is you can't show us up on parliamentary procedure, all right? So, the floor is yours.
Good morning.
Morning. Thank you for having us. So, I'm Grady Schuft.
Just a second, Grady.
Yep.
Stefan, can you check his mic?
So, is that better?
There we go. Stay
There,
close,
okay.
yep.
So, thank you guys for having us. I'm Grady Schuft,
I'm Anna Sievert.
And I'm Samantha Matson.
and this is the presentation that we presented with down at Nationals to win the Model of Excellence Award. There was a boy who grew up on a farm, and in 7th grade, he joined FFA. He was up before dawn, milking his cows and feeding his pigs. After that, he rushed to town to make the meeting for his egg sales CDE practice and went to school consisting of many shop and egg classes. After school, he went home, and he still had to finish plowing the bean field and help with the evening chores. But the new task at hand throughout the day was figuring out what was next after high school. He focused on his year in FFA to see what he was interested in and figure out which values he wanted to follow while finding his career. We are the GSL FFA chapter. I'm Grady Schuft, and I was your chapter president for the 2024-2025 school year.
I'm Anna Sievert, and I was the chapter president from 2023 to 2024.
And I'm Samantha Matson, and I'm the current chapter president for the 2025-2026 school year.
And this is our Model of Excellence presentation.
The first area we would like to highlight for you is membership. Our chapter follows a non-affiliated model. Back in 2020, we only had 8 members in our chapter. But in the 5 years since then, we've grown to 134, which is equivalent to a graduating class size in our district.
And out of those members, 90% of them have participated in service projects throughout our community, contributing a total of over $150,000 back into our community.
Beyond service, excluding national, state, and region events, our chapter hosts 52 local events.
And with those events, we have been able to foster a positive and welcoming relationship between our chapter and our community, leading to over 15 job placements.
Due to our chapter's growth, we realized we needed to expand the leadership within it. This led to the implementation of a 3-committee structure in 2023. In this structure, a vice president is selected to chair a committee, and all officers besides the president are carefully divided to co-chair the committees. During officer retreats and meetings, officers work to outline the year ahead and establish expectations for each event. Then the committees come into play. Committees work to plan and execute all the nitty-gritty details of each event, like making phone calls, writing emails, and setting up transportation and supplies for each event. These additional members of the committee are carefully selected by the vice presidents and the president. Let's take a look back at our boy from the story at the beginning. He participated heavily in events under the Growing Leaders Committee, such as Summer Egg Tour, Gratitude Month, and Building a Better You. Through these events, he was able to develop skills like cooperation, selflessness, and professionalism. These skills helped him to begin to define who he was as a leader. Let's meet the committee who did this.
Gratitude Month under Healthy Lifestyles is a great event designed to strengthen mental health practices within our district. Throughout the event, members engaged in meaningful activities, including answering daily gratitude prompts and participating in a school-wide sticky note challenge where messages of thanks filled the halls. While planning this event, our team noticed a lack of mental health resources within our district, as well as little gratitude being expressed within the classroom. We knew that this event could make a difference for our students. In terms of implementation, this event started out with an online focus that was later shifted to in-person. While this did cause a slight delay in social media outreach, it helped our event to gain a deeper impact. Our committee members were involved in all aspects of this event, from helping to plan the events, create and post social media posts and posters, and promote this event to fellow students. Overall, their work contributed to 2,800 social media views, as well as 330 student and staff interactions. This event helped foster lasting mental health practices, not only for our members, but for all students.
The Building a Better You event fits perfectly into the personal growth category. Building a Better You was a chance for members to grow their skill set through 6 stations scattered throughout the school. 52 FFA members were able to use teamwork to develop interpersonal skills and gather materials to build a tower at the end. They had to use the skills they learned about themselves and about others to build the tower and work together. The planning of this event, the execution of this event went as planned, but if we were to do it again in the future, we would like to have more stations for the construction workers to visit and grow their skill set. The members were more active throughout the entire year, and I personally saw it in their committees, on the officer team, and in the chapter in general.
I might be biased, but I think Summer Egg Tour is the most fun event we do each year. Summer Egg Tour was a 3-day trip around Minnesota to tour 15 different AF&R businesses, exposing the 38 members who attended to many different careers. Members use this to foster career success by playing an active role in conversations with business professionals to deepen their knowledge of the different pathways. This event was implemented as planned. Members selected and coordinated with businesses about tours and itineraries, as well as filled out thank you cards to each of the businesses after the trip was complete. We also had local business sponsors for this trip and had members write a social media shout out to each of them across the 3 days. This event benefited our members and community by creating new awareness around unique careers within agriculture and created networks for our members to pursue when they are career ready. We were able to add 15 new stakeholders to our program through this event.
Now, let's take a look back to our boy from the beginning of the story. Through the events in the Building Communities Committee, he was able to learn how to communicate with business professionals and community members and how to get involved in different aspects of his community. Let's meet the Building Communities Committee. Some of the events we'd like to highlight for you today would be Operation Pollinators, Christmas in Rural America, and Stakeholder Mango.
Operation Pollinators and the Environmental Standard was very meaningful to me as it allowed us to instruct both members and the community about the importance of pollinators. During our annual lock-in, we had members paint planters and plant wildflowers of their choice. We decided on this event because we recently realized that not many people in our community were familiar with the importance of pollinators or plant systems. To address this, we partnered with our nursery and landscaping team, as well as a few AF&R classes, to instruct both members and the community about the importance of pollinators and plant systems. While we did follow this event as planned, we also expanded our instruction to feature early elementary students as well. Our members were very involved in this event, helping to build and paint boxes, plant flowers, and care for these boxes before they were delivered to 4 local nursing homes. In total, 43 AF&R students and 71 FFA members learned about the importance of pollinators, and our senior citizens were brought a piece of spring in the dead of winter. Christmas in Rural America is truly a special event within our Rural Mental Health Initiative.
This event focuses on bringing warmth to farmers in our district during the harsh winter months and hopes to improve their mental health and overall well-being. This event, as a chapter, we focus on bringing appreciation back to our community that has given us so much. The implementation of this event went as planned, but we would like to improve on securing addresses for farmers in need. Members are very involved in the process of this event and do things like contact businesses about donations, assign addresses to drivers, and packaged and distributed 68 total care packages for this event. We used 100% donated supplies from 14 local businesses for this event. In total, Christmas in Rural America generated 284 service hours and included 127 members and AFNR students. This event also helped to bring mental health awareness in our community where it's still stigmatized. This event also had a total economic impact of just under $8,100.
Stakeholder bingo is much more than just playing bingo on the road. 61 FFA members were able to meet with 17 different stakeholders to see what they do in and for our community. Members of the Building Communities Committee did all of the planning for this event by contacting stakeholders, setting a date and time, making the time schedule, and splitting members into groups to drive around to the different businesses. Members were split into these groups to drive with their peers to see what the different businesses did throughout our community, like how they can get involved in those careers and how we can give back to those businesses that support us. Members were greatly impacted by these events by learning how to get in contact with people in the community and how to get involved in these types of careers.
The boy from our story went back to his roots with the events in the strengthening agriculture category, talking with other farmers about their different operations and teaching agriculture to those who are unfamiliar with it. It was this sector that taught him his passion was powerful. Let's meet the Strengthening Agriculture Committee. The events from this committee we would like to highlight include FFA reunion, farmer interviews, and Read Egg Bout It.
The FFA reunion was the best way to get back in contact with the FFA alumni in our community. At the reunion, all FFA alumni within our school district were invited to come chat with members about sharing some of their FFA experiences. Members planning it were able to partner with local businesses like the radio and newspaper to get the word out. But if we were to do it again, we would like to get the word out sooner so that we could have more attendance at the reunion. We were also able to partner with a local restaurant in town to give the attendees a brunch, along with some games and icebreakers to get to know some of the attendees personally. 12 FFA members were active with 24 FFA alumni in sharing some of their experiences from now and from back when they were in FFA, and hearing some of the stories about the awards that we have in our archive.
Farmer Interviews and the Ag Advocacy Standard is a unique and impactful event. It allows us to interview many local farmers and agribusinesses, including dairy farms, tree farms, and local butcher shops, about their day-to-day lives on the job. These interviews, later turned into podcasts, help us to showcase the hard work and dedication of these individuals on a personal level with those in our community. These podcasts are also used to promote a wide range of career pathways an AFNR student can pursue. We were also able to use this event to partner with our alumni, using their help in the production and posting of both podcasts and graphics to our social medias. While we did follow the implementation of this event, we would like to better integrate these podcasts into the classroom, as well as improve the quality for our listeners. 15 of our committee members were involved in all aspects of this event, helping with the seeking and scheduling of our 5 interviewees, to helping with the production and posting of our podcast. This event was very impactful, reaching over 4,000 individuals on social media and showcasing to them the hard work and dedication of our local farmers.
Our last event, Read Egg Bout It, educates K-6 students about the process of food production and the impact that agriculture has on our daily lives. This event also helps to introduce FFA to elementary students. This event was implemented as planned. Members are very active during the planning and execution of this event. They coordinated schedules with teachers across 4 schools in our district and planned and developed lessons and activities to deliver to the students. We had 22 members involved in this event, and they were able to reach 527 kids across our district. They were also able to introduce a total of 6 AFNR pathways to the students. This event helped to benefit our community and members by informing young consumers about food production, increased FFA presence, and members were able to use it to increase their facilitation skills. This event also ended up on the front page of our local newspaper.
Now you may be wondering, who is the boy in our story? But we purposely left him without a name because he represents so many in our FFA chapter who feel the same pulls between finding a career within agriculture and outside of agriculture. By cultivating unique skills and growing in his own field, his yield potential is limitless.
We stand before you today because we believe our chapter has created a growing environment so strong that our members' futures are endless, our community impact is boundless, and the role in our future of agriculture will sustain it as a national treasure.
Thank you for your dedication to our program and this organization. At this time, we would like to address any questions you may have.
Wow.
Any questions from the board?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I don't have a question because that was just an awesome presentation that you just gave us, and I can certainly see why you lead the nation in FFA chapters. The wow factor really hit me, and I appreciate the good work that you do, the promotion of your program, and McLeod County as well. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gentlemen?
I'm awe as well. I mean, it was a fantastic presentation. I'm just so proud of you guys and the energy that, I mean, I've watched FFA. I was an FFA member back in the day, and just in Glencoe here, the energy that people thought had left, and you guys have brought it all back, and it's great. The only question I have is this story. Did you guys set this up, or I mean, how did you pick these stations, or I mean, did you kind of had it at the beginning of your story that you did this, that, and that. Did you set up this schedule on your own, or how was it set up?
Do you mean the layout of the?
The layout, the different stations, the different points or subjects you brought up, going to visit this. I mean, all your bullet points through the story, was that something you guys sat down before you started this and picked it out, or?
Yeah, so at the start of the year, throughout the year, we plan all of the different events and going through and doing that. And then the 9 events that were showcased here today, we fill out an award. It's called the National Chapter Award every year. And that is 9 events, 3 from each different pillar of FFA, being the building communities, strengthening agriculture, growing leaders. So we find 3 events from each one of those, and we put those in kind of the outcome, how we planned it, the goals, everything of the event into the National Chapter Award. And then it goes to the state level. So we were chosen as a top 3 chapter in the state last year in April. And then that ultimately went on to nationals to be judged by a different set of judges. Excuse me. And then that's when we were named top 10 in the nation back in August. So then we knew we had to have this presentation. So we came up with a theme, and that was the boy in the story, you know, not knowing exactly what he wanted to do, but how FFA can help him grow in finding his career and just the leadership and growing himself and all that. So then we put that in with the events that we had showcased in the National Chapter Award, and then we have the presentation.
Thank you. Great job. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
Yeah, you go through that, and that dedication that you have to just continue all that programming is pretty amazing, really it is. And I really appreciated during your presentation how you seem to be continuously critiquing the event, and we can do better here next time we do that. You brought that up, and that shows that continuous drive for success. And I thought that was really cool. Can you please explain what that felt like to be at the Lucas Oil Stadium? And I'm assuming you're kind of sitting on the ready in case you're the one that gets to go up on the screen or up on stage, and all of a sudden you see your chapter called as being the number one out there, and you get a chance to jump up on stage. What did that feel like?
I think we would all kind of describe it as kind of an unreal moment. Waiting, they have you all line up and wait down in chairs. And I know personally, I was like, wow, I need this moment to be over. I need time to like go 2 times quicker, because we were kind of at the end of this session, which you were just sitting there and waiting. But once we actually got on stage, it was kind of like we described it as like you already have the ice cream sundae with the sprinkles and the chocolate sauce, right? You're already top 10 in the nation. Like, that's already a huge accomplishment. This is just the little cherry on top. And so to be able to get that cherry on top, it was just crazy. And I think we were all crying and all emotional, because like this presentation was on 1 year, but most of these events have been, like you said, critiquing each and every year, like getting better. And truly this took 5 years to achieve. And so all like the hard work you've put in, it was really just an unreal moment. And we were just glad to go and be able to spend it with the other members that we had there, because truly it takes the whole chapter to get this award. And so, yeah, it was just, it was a kind of a surprise, because you know you're good, but you're going against the best of the best. And so it was just really, we all feel really blessed and honored to be able to, have this award bestowed on us.
Another piece to that that's really cool is something that we emphasize in our presentation here, as well as through a chapter, is how important our community is to us. And with our chapter way up in the stands and us on stage, they were recording the whole thing of which chapter got called. And when they read our name as the winner, on their video, you hear Glenn, and then it's just screaming, and the camera's all over everywhere, and it's just showcased how important that we are together as a group and how much that we've impacted all these kids. So that was really cool to see.
Wow.
That shows,
yeah.
excuse me, Paul,
Go
but
ahead.
that shows how you're working together. Your advisor's sitting there smiling ear to ear, so, I mean, and so I can see her pride as well.
And yet with an award of this magnitude, I mean, that shows obviously your chapter and your advisor, your school support, your community support, and everybody that's wrapped around you, all those businesses that helped out, all invested, and it all came together. So it's just, yeah, I don't know how else a person can talk about it, but it's just fantastic that you guys are able to share that here this morning.
So I once learned in FFA, a good chair doesn't have to talk too much, so I'm gonna try to keep that alive. But we're very proud of you. I think a number that stuck out to me is, was it 145 or something like that was in your chapter, and that's a graduating class, and I think that's huge. So again, everybody's proud of you. I wore my purple tie on for a reason for you today, and with that, we'll give you another round of applause, and I think we're going to want a picture with you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
I have one more thing to say to you guys real quick. So, next Tuesday in the morning, we're hosting a community-wide celebration to celebrate this whole award. So it's at the school starting at about 9:50 in the black gym. So we're inviting all of the community to come and celebrate with us, and we'll showcase our presentation again, and then we're having some individuals from the Minnesota FFA Foundation, as well as Don Gilman will be there, and to just talk and share a little bit more about our award. So you guys are all welcome if you would like to attend.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, come on up.
You all want to go in between the flags with them? Yeah, please. Okay. If you all want to leave this way a little bit. You'll have to move over before you guys get there. You tell me where. Go ahead, Stefan.
Okay. Moving on, the Ag Association, Casey, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Casey Walters. I'm the manager of the McLeod County Fair with the McLeod County Agricultural Association. With me today, I have a few of our board members, Jerry Schimmelfenning, Mark Vosick, and Tony Smith. We're here today to say thank you for recognizing the importance of the McLeod County Fair in our community and for appreciating the social and economic value that the fair brings communities and residents of McLeod County. Pictured here are just a couple of the partnership events that we do. This was the second year of hosting a Veterans and Senior Expo with Veteran Services. We have the Beyond the Yellow Ribbon recognition ceremony during the Demolition Derby each year. And we also invite all of the licensed daycares in McLeod County to attend children's programs Thursday and Friday of the fair. The mission of the McLeod County Fair or the McLeod County Ag Association, is to provide the people of the McLeod County area with a high-quality, family-friendly, educational, and entertaining fair by showcasing the innovation and history of business, agriculture, and the arts. Since implementing the no-cost admission at the gate in 2022, our attendance has consistently averaged around the 50,000 plus attendee mark over our 4-day event in August. Previously, we had estimated that attendance to be 32,000 when we had paid admission. The economic benefit of the fair reaches far beyond our event gates. All of our guests utilize our county roads, fuel up vehicles, and do business at various stores and restaurants before, during, and after their time here at the fair in McLeod County. One of our top priorities for the fair is education. Something for all ages to learn and do is offered at the fair, and the increased attendance has helped support bringing in nationally known educational entertainment. This year, over 45,000 open class entries from exhibitors of all ages were submitted into the McLeod County Fair. 208 4-H youth showcased their learning with livestock and general projects. Pictured here, this year we were able to partner with some local veterans organizations and generous area businesses to bring in the 9/11 Never Forget memorial exhibit, which was very moving. We've also bring in some artistic things and educational things. This year we had a chainsaw artist. We always partner with the DNR to put on our fish tanks, which is very unique to fairs. Not many partner and have that kind of a display. We work with FFA to help with the children's barnyard and all of the various 4-H events that happen. Oops. Since we moved to the free admission, we also have seen an increase in vendors. There's been a steady increase in vendors interested in traveling to our fair, and one of the best ways to get that increase was word of mouth by other vendors. We were at capacity with 82 indoor commercial spaces filled and 45 outdoor vendor spaces were filled. Many of those are repeat vendors each year. Like I said, they also encourage new vendors themselves to attend. We were at capacity for our food vendors back in May, and we had a couple openings for just some unique niche type food items, but that just is amazing to us that we can have that capacity filled early on, and that just shows the interest. And we've had to turn away vendors with a waiting list, and there was a new vendor this last year from Iowa that has never been a food vendor in Minnesota that we just unfortunately didn't have room for, but people are hearing about our event and they want to be a part of that. We have a lot of nonprofit involvement with the fair. Excuse me. The fair is a great opportunity for the area nonprofits to hold some of their largest fundraising efforts of the year. More than 25 nonprofit groups are involved as either vendors or assisting with fair operations in some way. This last year, over $35,000 was dispersed by the Agricultural Association to those nonprofits that help at the fair. That goes from groups that help with parking to school groups and sports groups that help collect tickets or manage gates at the grandstand, various tasks like that. those dollars go back into our community. And so one of our main contributions goes to the local 4-H program. This year, that contribution was $24,251. With 208 youth participating in the McLeod County Fair this year, that averages $117 contributed per 4-H youth that showcase their learning at the McLeod County Fair. Pictured here, you can see 2 of the events are being held in the new Century Hall building. The federal ARPA allocations to the fair have been a tremendous part in helping us achieve much of our success. Thanks to the cost-free recreational opportunity for all ages, a person or a family of all ages can attend the fair without spending any money if they chose to do so. We have a full agenda every day of free events and educational opportunities and entertainment to keep them busy from sunup to sundown without the need to spend money if they chose to do so. The Agricultural Association continues to put dollars back into the facility when projects arise. These are just a few of the examples that we've done, but there's a longer list than this. We contribute to new sound systems. The McLeod County Ag Association purchased the Southgate sign at the Airport Road entrance. We purchased new pens, installing equipment, livestock equipment, fans and buildings, various building improvements, and fairgrounds projects that we contribute to. We receive many comments each year on how beautiful the fairgrounds is. From the restroom facilities, they are top-notch. Buildings and the cleanliness and staff and just the community. People will say how friendly all of the people at the fair are, and not just our staff or our board members, but just in general. So that says a lot about our community and how positive of a group we are and how much people like to work together. Century Hall, this year was the first year we were able to utilize that building for the fair. The restrooms and the permanent family space were a fantastic addition. Beautiful facility. And it just opened up an opportunity to just have another space where people can go, and the permanent family space is very much appreciated. We used the large space for the show arena for the smaller livestock shows. That allowed for increased livestock participation and stalling in the other buildings. Through the International Association of Fairs and Expositions, we had the opportunity to contribute some of our data to a nationwide economic impact study. There were over 1,400 fairs of all sizes that contributed to this study, and we were one of those. These are some of the national statistics. Nationwide, fairs contribute to $30 billion of economic impact to the economy and generates $10 billion in wages. 29% of the US population attends a fair each year. Excuse me. That's more than the combined attendance of Major League Baseball and the NFL. 65% of the US population attends an event of some sort located at a fairground during the year. That's more than all Major League sports combined. Findings show that fairs are economic drivers of our communities. For every $1 of public money invested in a fairground, more than $9 is returned to public coffers on average. We are honored to be the caretakers of this 150-plus-year-old tradition, and we look forward to providing the highest quality event we can each year. The fair would not be possible without our fantastic community, guests, supporters, and roughly 500 volunteers that it takes to make the fair happen each year. And with those economic numbers from the national study, we are looking forward to being able to evaluate what our impact is on the more local economy. I believe next I have a video of the fair. All right, so with that, we would just again like to say thank you to the McLeod County, the residents, our volunteers, all of our community supporters that help make this annual event happen each year. We welcome you to join us next year, August 20th through the 23rd, at the McLeod County Fairgrounds. If there's any questions?
Any questions or comments from the board?
No questions, just that, wow, what a way to start a meeting.
Yeah.
All the years, it's a lot of positive things, thank you.
Thank you.
And we've gone from the #1 FFA chapter in the nation to perhaps one of the top county fairs in the nation. So Connie, I see you're next, so I hope you have a good But,
No pressure.
yeah, it's just, I mean, I've been a part of the county fair ever since I was old enough to have a calf on a halter, and it's just an amazing event. And what's been built over the years as, just being, just about as important as having Christmas, right? It's the county fair, and it's all volunteers, people that just believe so much in their community to put all this together, and all the time that you guys volunteer to put it together. It's a phenomenal dedication. I mean, as soon as the county fair is over, you're already planning for the next one. It's not something you start throwing together in July. Like you said, you've already have a waiting list by early summer of vendors from all over that want in there, that want a part of that action that you guys create at the fairgrounds. So it's hard to come up with anything more than just say, fantastic job, keep it going, and a big thank you to all those volunteers that keep putting that together. So.
Again, I'll add to that, a lot of that success is because of the facilities that we're at. And my office is at the fairgrounds year-round, but people will stop in to my office that are there for the Orange Spectacular, the Garlic Fest, or various things that are happening. And I'll say, oh, can I help you? And they're just, nope, we're just looking around. They're like, this place is amazing. This is better than our state fairgrounds. So hats off to everyone that helps make that happen.
And those buildings, I agree with you that they're fantastic, but they're just buildings until you put life into them. And so the rest of the year, we keep investing to keep people coming in there, but that life that you guys bring in that week of August is what really lights that place up, so.
Nathan?
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Chair, and I want to say it's an awesome event. It's an awesome gathering for McLeod County. I have the opportunity now to compliment the fair board and also our county. I had a visit with a neighboring county commissioner during the fair, and he attended, I believe, 2 days at our fair, and he complimented McLeod County on having a wonderful fair. So I thought that was a really great compliment coming from a county official from one of our neighboring counties. So take that to heart, keep up the good work, and thanks for the tremendous effort that everyone brings to making the fair possible. Thank you very much.
I had to give this speech for a different reason during the fair, but I've been to a lot of fairs, and I would argue all across the country. I know all across country, and I would argue, I would challenge, I bet I'm pretty close to winning that battle. And I'm proud of it. It's fun, but we got the best one.
We might be biased.
Yeah. I'm not. We win. But thank you all very much. We really appreciate your time to come in. Again, great presentations this morning. I almost feel like we need a break, but we'll keep powering through here. So thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
All right. Auditor Treasurer's Office.
Good morning.
Morning.
I won't be nearly as flashy or as fun as that, I'm sorry. Today, I am here to talk with the board about, actually the county board seated as the Drainage Authority, to talk about CD 32. So on May 7th of 2024, the board adopted the CD 32 findings and order for redetermined benefits, which did include the viewer's report of benefits and damages. During the entry of the order, our staff discovered errors in the adopted viewer's report related to the awards of damages for grass buffers. I notified the board of the following parcels that were in error, their damages. It would be Vorlachek Farms, Margaret Eishen's Living Trust, Thomas and Lori Eishen's Vorlachek Farms again, and the Daub Family Trust. I am requesting the board amends its previously adopted findings and order by adopting the revised Exhibit A, which is included with the new findings and order in the board packet. All subsequent action in the matter implementing the amended viewer's report shall occur in the manner consistent with this order. Questions?
Questions for Connie?
Connie, what triggered this again?
We were entering this into our tax system, I believe, and then that's when it was notified that, or, determined that they were incorrect.
Okay, so it's a correction, which is not
Right,
uncommon. Yeah.
right.
Thanks for catching it, by the way. Are we able to act on this as the board, or do we actually have to go through a procedure of?
Mr. Hanch? I mean, we are the drainage authority. Do we
Right.
need to take a formal action to clarify that, or what do you think?
Well, I mean, I think any motion you may, I mean, you can certainly just reflect that it's the board seated as the drainage authority, but, because these are regularly scheduled meetings, I mean, the board can, the drainage authority can act at these meetings, so there's no issue with considering or acting on this today. For anyone watching, I mean, there is that distinction of when you're acting here, will be as the drainage authority, but, that consists of the regular board members, so the distinction's worth noting, but, other than that, certainly move forward.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
And I'm satisfied with that. I just wanted to make sure it was clarified. We are the same ones. But with that, I'd make a motion to adopt the amended findings for County Ditch 32 or CD 32.
I'll second it, Mr. Chair.
Motion by Commissioner Kruger, second by Commissioner Schmalz. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Carl County Board acting as the drainage authority.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Public Works. Good morning, Andrew.
Hey, good morning. Consider approving final acceptance and payment of $6,202.16 to Jerpy Contracting, Inc. of Hutchinson, Minnesota for County Project 025-018-011, the County State Aid Highway 18 Culvert Replacement Project. The project is completed, satisfactory, and final acceptance and final payment is recommended by staff.
Move to approve. I'll second it.
Motion by Commissioner Wright, second by Commissioner Kruger. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
What was the total cost of the project?
I do not have that offhand. It did come in right at the bid amount.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item B, consider approving the final acceptance and payment of $3,409.16 to Jerpy Contracting, Inc. of Hutchinson, Minnesota for County Project 25-070-013, the County Road 70 Culvert Replacement Project. This project is completed, satisfactory, and final acceptance and payment is recommended by staff.
Wishes of the board?
Mr. Chair?
Commissioner Kruger?
Would you please just send me, text me, or
Yep.
email me the total cost? I could look them up, and I remember them, and there's not a problem with that. I'd move to approve, but give me the total cost, please.
Yep. I can do
Motion by
that.
Commissioner Kruger. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Wright. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item C, consider approving the final acceptance and payment of $4,161.70 to Jerpy Contracting, Inc. of Hutchinson, Minnesota for County Project 25-005-010, the County State Aid Highway 5 Culvert Replacement Projects. The projects are completed, satisfactory, and final acceptance and payment is recommended by staff.
I'll move request, Mr. Chair.
Motion by Commissioner Schmalz. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Commissioner Kruger. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Schmalz?
Question, Andrew, about the site. Do we have a section of aggregate now over the culvert replacement? And explain why we do that.
Yep, we left the section of road open to aggregate for the winter to let that settle out and get all of the, get it through a freeze thaw cycle. That will be patched in, and then County Road 5 will be overlaid next year.
Very good, thank you, Andrew.
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Kruger?
I'd like to just comment as well. I mean, these projects, not in all cases, but a lot of times these improve the drainage of our ag land, and it's important. I mean, through the tax structure and everything, so, and ditch law makes the road authority, do these things. It's just a reminder, but, we're getting caught up on some that have been behind, in my opinion, so thank you.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Item D, consider approving a 2-year lease of the 4-H commercial kitchen to Joni's Catering LLC of Hutchinson, Minnesota at an amount of $1,425 per month plus applicable taxes. After advertising for bids for the lease of the kitchen, only one bid was received. The minimum bid amount was $1,350 per month plus applicable taxes.
I'll move to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Commissioner Kruger. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
again, I mean, we've dotted the i's and crossed the t's on this because there's been some questions while I've been on the board about how we do this, so it's very transparent. It was open to any and all, so I just wanted to highlight that.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I have a question for John.
Commissioner Schmalz, go ahead.
Is this the only food vendor we have working on the fairgrounds at this time?
Correct. That has a long-term lease, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Item E.
Consider approving the estimate from Pro Maintenance, Inc. of Hutchinson, Minnesota to install epoxy flooring in the 4-H commercial kitchen at a cost of $15,360.73 plus tax with funds from the fairgrounds capital budget. After an inspection from the Minnesota Department of Health, it was determined that the existing flooring needed to be replaced due to sections where the epoxy was no longer present. The new flooring would be installed in January of 2026. A second estimate was received from Grazzini Brothers and Company of St. Paul, Minnesota at a cost of $25,999 plus tax.
Need to be good landlords and update it, so I'll move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Nagel, second by Wright. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
John, real quick, sorry. I just wanted to thank John for carrying through with the playground equipment upgrades. They look great. Can you just give an update to the public?
Yeah, so they were installed within the last couple of weeks here, and they turned out really, really great. We do have some little bit of dirt work around the area that needs to be touched up, and we'll get it seeded here, dormant seeded, before the snow comes, and hopefully by next year it'll be looking nice and green. But yeah, really great additions to Lake Marion and Petersburg Park. I think they'll get a lot of use this summer. And I know I've got some friends that camp out at Petersburg quite a bit, and I was showing them some pictures. They were pretty excited for next year. So.
All right.
I showed my friend from St. Paul, their family camps there, and they thought it was great. So
Yep.
just, you did a really good job. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hannah, good morning.
Good morning. A few items this morning. Item A is consider approving a request reviewed by the Personnel Committee to hire one temporary full-time employee within the Auditor Treasurer's Department to help cover duties while another employee is out on a medical leave of absence. Per policy, a department head can request to hire a temporary position while a staff member is out on an approved leave.
And not that it certainly matters, but Personnel Committee did meet, which will be in our reports, but we're a little out of order with that, did meet and review, I think, all of these. So we went through, so. Any questions for Hannah?
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Wright, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Kruger. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Item B is consider approving a recommendation reviewed by the Personnel and Budget Committee to extend one temporary part-time 20-hour-a-week financial consultant position through the end of 2026. This position is budgeted for and continues to provide critical support for the Finance Department in automating accounts receivable processes and completing the Treasurer's financial upgrades within the Integrated Financial System, or IFS. In 2026, the position will assist with the transition and implementation of a new capital asset and social welfare system. Extending this role ensures McLeod County can fully retire the outdated AS 400 platform and achieve long-term efficiencies across multiple departments.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'm okay with this, but could you just define financial consultant just a little bit better than?
So it's a graded position. The financial consultant is just a title of a role that has been, McLeod County has a job description, graded position, so it works within our administration department, which specifically works under our finance director. So this position does kind of what it says, is it's working on projects within the finance focus, so that help assist specific departments, but also the entire, I guess, functionality of how our finances are, I guess, the finance needs.
And he or she'll be under Colleen?
Yep, and so this position's already, this temporary position's been filled, and we'll be working with the same person in 2026 if approved.
And I ask it because it's fine, I understood it fine, I just wanted it is a person, it's not a firm.
Yeah,
or
yep.
And that's what I was trying to get at,
Yes.
just to make sure there wasn't a misunderstanding.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying. Yep, it is a real person who works in McLeod County, who's been a long-term employee, who's now working in this temporary capacity.
I'd make a motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Kruger, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Commissioner Schmalz, any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Thank you. Item C and D will look very similar. Item C is consider approving the memorandum of agreement, or MOA, for employer-sponsored health insurance contribution and health savings account contribution with the McLeod County Public Health Unit of the Minnesota Nurses Association, or MNA Union, for the period of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026.
Wishes of the board.
Mr. Chair, I'll move approval.
Motion by Commissioner Schmalz, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Commissioner Kruger. Any discussion, Commissioner Kruger?
Yes, what is this cost to the county?
That's a great question. I mean, I don't, Colleen can maybe support me. Are you looking for an actual dollar amount, Commissioner Kruger, for health insurance?
Dollar or a percent, I mean.
So what I can.
I understand it, but it's vague.
What I can share is McLeod County has really, we're feeling really grateful in 2026. Our health insurance premiums have, in almost all cases, decreased for the upcoming year. So there was no increase to the employer contribution for either the health insurance employer contribution or the HSA match. These have remained the same from 25 to 26. My numbers are overall across the state of Minnesota, we're seeing on an average about a 21% increase in benefits. And again, McLeod County has seen a decrease in almost all of our plans this year. So there's no increase to 2025's budget.
Well,
Mr. Chair.
HSA is the way, I mean, obviously, is part of that savings. Not many people or counties can say that right now about your insurance. But
That's right.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I just want to note, and of course, we have a committee that chooses the health insurance, and two of the commissioners serve on that committee, or one, it depends on the year. And part of the reason that we do see the balance that we do is because we have committed to shopping our health insurance, and we don't stay on the same plan. You'll see a lot of resistance from some other municipalities where the employees don't want that, and they will see 21% increases. We see 21% increase proposals, we don't take them when we don't have to. And that could always be the case, that we would have to. So we've been fortunate with having the broker help us, and with our staff being knowledgeable, and the commissioner assistant, and with working well with Sibley County. So I don't want anyone to think that that's because of our performance in the plan. It isn't. We do have serious health claims and things that could have us going up into those double-digit increases as well. Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Well, another comment here is, it's not the same. I serve on other boards, and it's really weird, because that's where you get, I'll call them rumors or misconceptions of insurance, because they're not the same. You'll talk to one that's trying to do what we do, for some reason, it doesn't have them savings. They'll go to to a plan that we've looked into that we couldn't justify, and they find it better. So I just caution everybody, it's not a one-size-fits-all. For some reason, which doesn't help us, people that have to scratch our heads and figure it out. I mean, it's just different. You have to go through it, and I think you guys have done a pretty good job. I know our administrator has been pushing health savings accounts for a while, and they are helpful.
Yeah, and as we tell staff, I mean, health insurance just is complicated. It is, and there's not a way around that, so we're doing our best to help educate, and then obviously it's really helpful when our costs are not skyrocketing in 2026. So again, feeling very grateful.
All right, we have a motion on the floor. Any further discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Item D is consider approving the memorandum of agreement for employer-sponsored health insurance contribution and health savings account contribution with the Law Enforcement Labor Services, LELS, licensed sergeants, local number 297, for the period of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026.
Wishes of the board?
I'll move agreement, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Small, second by Commissioner Wright. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. On the county administration, review of the calendars. Commissioner Kruger.
Okay, since our last meeting, as we noted before, we had a personnel committee meeting on the 5th, and actually the reportable business out of there, we just took action on, so I don't know what more I could say about that. I had agenda review on the 14th, and yesterday I had a Trailblazer, and that's where I got some of the information about the difference insurance. I mean, on a lot of different boards, we were going through the same thing on trying to hire drivers. Same challenges just about everyone has. I mean, they're not unique to any one place, but working budgets and insurance. So it brings us to today. Thanks.
Commissioner Wright.
Yep, I think the main meeting that I've had would be our Economic Development Committee meeting. Did meet on the 4th. I think the main discussion point that we kind of sat on for quite a while was where is the county's role in the topic of housing shortage? The first thing we had to answer is it something that we want to engage in as far as our time commitment, and a lot of that has to do with city growth. But there are some things that the county can do as far as, merging discussions between the cities as far as an inventory of buildable lots. What does that look like to expand on that? And down the road, I mean, as 212 is completed and its bits and pieces, we know that this is an area that is definitely in a position to expand its numbers quite greatly. And so I think we've set ourselves up for some data collection and perhaps use this topic as our spring forum piece is kind of our plan right now. We'll be meeting again in January to revisit that, but I think that's kind of been our direction. Tonight we have a county extension meeting, and we'll be filling out all the evaluation forms on all of our employees there. And I believe this week we'll be doing our first of our practice run, getting ready for our TNT meeting in early December.
After the last meeting, our workshop, personnel was basically covered in the action items that were just presented by employee relations, and then we also had a union negotiations meeting regarding the bargaining agreements that we're working through, and that's all I have.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. After our last board meeting, we had our workshop here that the other commissioners have mentioned, followed by the Union Negotiations Committee that I serve on, along with Commissioner Nagel. On Wednesday the 5th, I had a chat group. That's the Community Health Assessment Team, which meets under the guidance of our CHB. The meeting topics were basically a review of the kickoff program that was held at the at the Crow River Country Club back in September, and also looking at programming for the upcoming year. On Thursday, the 6th, we had our Prime West Joint Powers Board meeting in Alexandria. I won't relay any specifics from that meeting. Everything seems to be going as planned, and we're looking at positive future outcomes with what's going on in MDH at the state level. And then on Friday the 7th, I attended what we called a legislative meeting regarding CARMA. CARMA stands for County Administered Rural Medical Assistance. This particular meeting was held in New Ulm, and it was hosted by South Country Alliance and Prime West. South Country Alliance, if you're not familiar, is an association of counties that does a similar work to what Prime West does. I attended that along with Barrett in attendance. I don't know exactly how many state legislators we had there. I believe it was at least 6 from those member counties. It did not include the northern counties and the western counties in Prime West. So I mean, that maybe is why our legislative numbers sound a little low. There will be a future meeting which will include those other counties at a future date here coming up. It was a learning and a teaching exercise to make sure that our state senators and representatives are aware of what CARMA means to the state, and it opened up questions from our state legislators as well. Glenn Grunhagen, our senator, was in attendance and participated and was engaged in the conversation with the presenter. CARMA, as far as when CARMA will start right now, the tentative date for CARMA to start in the state of Minnesota is January 1st of 2027. Mr. Chair, that brings me to today. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Anything from the attorney's office?
No, thank you.
Administration?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item A, notification of special board meeting for an elected officials update at 2:30 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025 at the McLeod County Government Center here at 520 Chandler Avenue North, Glencoe, Minnesota. Item B, notification of board workshop at 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025 at the McLeod County Government Center, 520 Chandler Avenue North, Glencoe, Minnesota. And item C, notification of Truth and Taxation meeting at 6:00 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025 at the McLeod County Government Center, 520 Chandler Avenue North, Glencoe, Minnesota. Thank you.
Open forum. Anyone wish to address the board? Press relations, anything from the press? Looking for a motion to recess to our next board meeting at 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd at the McLeod County Government Center, 520 Chandler Avenue North, Glencoe, Minnesota.
Move to recess.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Kruger, second by Commissioner Smalls. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.